Alright, finally got my Uncharted Let's Play done, and now I'm moving on to a non-Uncharted game. We're doing Metroid Prime, and here I have Phazon Elite 7. It's his YouTube name. He's a really, really big Metroid fan. I'm a pretty big fan of Metroid too, but not as big as he is. But we wanted to do this. I want to do a Let's Play with somebody, because I figure it's always better to have somebody going at it with you, because I usually kind of run out of things to say when I'm doing it by myself, but with someone you can get going on it. But as you can see, we're playing it off the Metroid Prime trilogy. This is Dylan's copy of it, so you got anything to say?
This arm cannon sequence is pretty awesome, actually. They did something similar to it in Other M, and the Mother Brain cutscene in the very beginning, where it kind of zooms in on her arm cannon, and I don't know if those are tied in somehow. And we're just messing with the title, file right now.
I think I just scrolled through the.
I just wanted to make sure the sensitivity was set to advanced, and it's kind of different from like the way like the other games are set up, and that you can the control settings apply to every single game, so it's kind of universal. And we have lock-on free aim off because that's how the Prime and Prime 2 are played, so we might as well just do that.
And then I messed with the difficulty a bunch, because I just didn't know which one to try out.
Yeah, because it's weird, because the original Metroid Prime's normal difficulty isn't the same as the normal difficulty for here, because like they're trying to make Prime 3 more casual, so they made the normal difficulty really, really easy. And because they were trying to market Prime Trilogy to the fans of Prime 3 who hadn't played Prime 1 and Prime 2, they were trying to make it like that same kind of difficulty, so they made normal easier. So we're going veteran because it's pretty much the same as normal from the original game. And also that that sequence right there is so ridiculous and unnecessary.
You can skip it though. I know you can skip it.
Can you? I'm pretty sure it's a loading sequence.
No, like I remember when we were playing it at your house and you skipped that sometime.
Because what Prime games do a lot is a lot of the cutscenes are cleverly disguised loading sequences.
Oh, I guess we should talk about the story a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is the second game in the series chronologically, yeah. Even though off the top of my head I don't know what number it is in terms of release date.
This is fourth.
Well, it's hard to. It depends because it came out the same day as Fusion, so
yeah.
Although I'd say this has been in development longer than Fusion, because this was originally supposed to be on the N64. Which is kind of odd because there wasn't a game like the N64. It's like the only Nintendo console not to have a Metroid game. And yeah, this takes place right after Metroid or Zero Mission, which retconned the original Metroid. And like if you're wondering why, like how exactly does Metroid tie in with the Prime series, since the Prime series like discusses the completely different plot element of Phazon, it's basically after Mother Brain was destroyed and all that stuff, like there was a distress beacon sent out, and Frigate Orpheon and 2 other frigates were like in orbit around Zebes, so they came by and they picked up like the last Metroids and Ridley, and that's why you see Ridley on Frigate Orpheon here.
And no, actually, I just remember with the release of Other M, now we have a correct pronunciation of Planet Zebes.
Well, it's kind of weird because I think in one of the some early translations of something, like it like was Zebeth with like a TH.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
And yeah, yeah, this is the thing with Metroid and I guess Zelda too. Like nobody knows how to pronounce a lot of the names in the games, but it's different with Prime 3 and Other M when they actually say something.
Yeah, they have voice acting.
Although Prime 3 was done a lot better than Other M.
In terms, yeah, because the dialogue and whatnot in Other M is pretty god awful.
Also, we're doing a New Game Plus, even though it's not like the only thing that's different is with the scans.
I think I was trying to remember how to scan.
Yeah, we're just getting the controls down. And yeah, that's why, because this is New Game Plus, that's why when you scan things, if you scan them before in a previous playthrough, it will scan through them even faster.
I think it is pretty much instant, isn't it?
I don't know. Like, there is no bar, pretty much just goes all the way. Yeah, we're pretty much just trying to, or at least Tom is. Tom's playing here.
Yeah, I was playing this.
Can I even use your name?
It doesn't matter.
Just trying to figure out the controls.
I already used your name.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, shooting the doors obviously opens them. And it's kind of weird because, you know, you figure the door would open as soon as you shoot it, but it's still just loading the next area. And I don't know, it's kind of...
It wasn't that big a deal in Prime 1 and Prime 2, but because Prime 3 had like bigger and more detailed environments, the loading times were probably infamously bad.
Yeah, you can scan those dead space pirate corpses, and they're actually it's kind of gruesome what happens, what the parasites did to them.
Yeah, I think there's one pirate later on. If you scan it, says it has brain damage.
Oh yeah,
and that's yeah, you thought he could do.
I was getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you destroyed the charge shot, but you're thinking you had to use a morph ball bomb, which isn't a bad substitute, I suppose. What was the saying before that? I had a train of thought.
God damn it!
I completely lost.
Oh my god, I can't remember either. No, it was about scanning the space pirate dead bodies.
Oh yeah, there's a pirate later on, and if you scan it, it says it has brain damage, and that's actually reflected by its actions, and it'll be like shooting the ceiling.
Yeah. And you don't have to get that map.
Yeah, I told Tom that.
You just told me that. But whatever. This is a Let's Play. You got to show, I guess, most things anyway. Although the way Dylan's playing, he's going by pretty fast because you like.
I don't even look at the map pretty much unless I accidentally press the button.
Yeah, because you like to do speed runs in this game. I've never speed ran a Metroid game. The fastest one I've ever gone through was I played Zero Mission. The fastest I've ever gone through was like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think my fastest time for Prime 1 on the initial release is 2 hours and 3 minutes, which is pretty bad since the record is it depends where you go. But I believe it's 59 minutes for segmented. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is different because like the most developers would say this in general, but the retro studios didn't really like having their game broken by speedrunners. So for when the Player's Choice Edition came out, they fixed some of the like sequence breaks and things you could do. Like normally you could use a scan dash to get the space jump boots right when you land on Talon 4.
Yeah, I remember seeing you do that one time.
No, like you landed on like this little ledge on the side that was lower, slightly lower than what the normal like elevation was, and yeah, so you get that, and then you get the space jump boots, and you can do so much with that. But yeah, but they fixed a lot of things like that, and this is pretty much an updated version of the Player's Choice, so you can't do a lot of the stuff here. Also, you can't even scan dash because it uses a scanning system similar to
Prime 3,
and you could scan dash in Prime 2 because it kind of had the same physics as Prime 1. Yeah, but because it's a Let's Play, I wasn't even going to do any tricks to begin with. Now I wonder if this is like a loading sequence in itself.
I don't know.
There's no point in having to go down this.
I guess not.
You don't.
I was trying to scan that thing. I swear.
Oh yeah, the lock-on's kind of stupid. Or any game with lock-on is stupid if there's multiple things.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you don't even have to take out that pirate. You can just like go in the morph ball thing right there, and the pirate will be like jumping around and shooting at you and shit.
That is a load screen right there, pretty much. Takes a long while. Takes a long time.
Yeah, those turrets are interesting because if you stay back without entering the room, they won't shoot at you. They'll. Well, I mean, if you hit it once, they'll start shooting at you. But if you kill it fast enough, it won't matter. Yeah, but Tom entered the room, even though it's hard to tell. He entered the room and pretty much activated them.
And now we fight our first boss, although it's pretty easy.
Well, the Parasite Queen was the whole reason why there was a distress beacon sent out by the frigate Orpheon, and why it's in ruins in general.
You know what? I think we're in a future Smash Brothers stage right here.
I was actually surprised by that. I didn't think they would do that.
What, frigate Orpheon?
Yeah, like that would be a stage. It's kind of weird because this isn't even that like memorable location.
Well, I mean, I guess just because it's the first boss in a Metroid game, and the first Metroid game you'd seen in, like, you know, how long was it, 7, 8 years?
Wait, for what?
Between Super Metroid and...
oh yeah, it was on a 7-year hiatus. Which is, no, forget that. It's F-Zero.
But,
I was thinking, like, how F-Zero's been on a super long hiatus. It's been longer than 7 years. And it's really cool because, I've told this to Tom before, and he'll probably remember me saying this, but that beam that Parasite Queen shoots out right there, that's actually the Nova. Like, it's not literally the Nova beam, but it's the same visual effects that were used for the Nova beam in Prime 3.
Oh, don't I hit him with the shard shot?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a sick shot. It would be even better if you finished him off with that. Yeah, but it's green shots weren't like that in the original. I don't know why they decided to do it, but and just in general, the visuals and Samus's suit and stuff they look a lot better and sharper.
Yeah, even though I still think Metroid Prime is probably one of the nicest looking GameCube games.
Yeah, I'd say Prime 1 and F-Zero GX.
Yeah, F-Zero GX looks really nice.
Yeah, were the best looking games on the GameCube, and that's pretty interesting considering that they were fairly early on in the GameCube's release cycle.
Yeah. I guess it was just a really big improvement. Oh, well, now we're talking about F-Zero. But I just remember the graphics and whatnot for F-Zero X, because they wanted to go for like a 60 frames per second racing game, the graphics kind of suffered a lot.
Wait, you talking about X?
Yeah, I'm talking about X. Because they wanted to go for a really high, like really smooth frame rate.
No, it's not 60, it would be 30. Well, technically 29.97.
Yeah.
That's NTSC.
What, did I say 60? I meant 30, my bad.
Yeah, whatever.
But that's why, and then you go to F-Zero GX and it's just like, oh my god, it's so much better. Looking, anyway. But anyway, we're playing Metroid, not F-Zero.
Interesting thing about the charge beam, for not only the power beam, but also some of the other beams, they took away some of the visual effects.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Like, normally it'd be like a lot, like you can kind of see some stuff here, but there'd be all this heat and stuff and other crap coming out, and it's not here for whatever reason.
Like, does your gun still, like, smoke if you shoot a lot? Like,
off the top of my head, I don't remember because I don't look at that crap anymore.
Yeah. Because I know it did that in Prime 1 and 2. And probably maybe 3, I don't know. It's been a while since I don't have Metroid Prime 3 anymore.
Oh yeah, because it's sold back?
Yeah.
How much did you get for that?
Not as much as I paid for it.
What's really funny is when I was playing, like, even though I have Prime Trilogy, I was playing through Prime 3 again, maybe 3 weeks ago. I used my Prime 3 copy instead of the Prime Trilogy copy.
Yeah.
I think that's because I wanted to hear Admiral Dane say damn instead of no, which is the only thing they changed. What?
Yeah, I do remember that, actually.
So was that Nintendo's first cuss word? Maybe?
No. Well, I mean, it depends on if you're talking about a game that Nintendo developed.
Well, they didn't develop
because they didn't develop
Studios.
This, yeah. I'm pretty sure there were some. No, I'm pretty sure they said "damn" in like Mega Man 7.
Oh, I don't know.
That was for the Super Nintendo.
Well, voice acting, like actually saying it out loud,
okay.
At least. It's pretty cool coming back here later on in the sunken frigate and having deja vu.
Yeah. Although taking us this long to comment, but you know, Metroid always likes to have these timed self-destruct, gotta get the fuck out of here escape sequences, and this one's just. Although you were saying it was, a lot like Super Metroid.
Yeah, in my opinion, this whole opening is trying to. Well, Metroid Prime is trying to mimic Super Metroid a lot. Town Overworld is essentially the landing site.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is pretty much trying to mirror the opening in Super Metroid with the Sears Earth Colony thingy, and you know, having like a little space station sequence that you go through.
It's Met Ridley.
Not only seeing Ridley, but then finding a boss and then having the escape sequence. It's really similar.
Met Ridley's getting away. And I'm thinking about the Omega Ridley like falling down the shaft fight.
No, Omega Ridley is the Ridley you fight as the Leviathan, like Guardian.
Oh,
for the Pirate Homeworld.
What's the one?
It's just Meta Ridley there.
Oh, okay.
No, I was playing through it with Jesse, and you know how far you fall?
You know, you fall a lot.
I don't think. Yeah. No, Jesse said you go underground for that, but I don't remember that. Like, because that tower would have to be like miles long.
Worst explosion ever. Nothing hit her.
Yeah, Metroid always has to have. Well, not always, but most of the time has to have some stupid reason for why you lose, or why Samus loses all her weapons and abilities.
I think the winner is probably Other M for having the absolute dumbest reason for that.
Yeah, that pretty much makes me hate authorized, like in the English language. Like, even if it's used in something that has nothing to do with Other M.
Don't I get lost right here? Like,
it's really confusing.
Like right through a wall.
I don't even look at the game here. I just look at the map and I like strafe. I'm going backwards and stuff.
Oh.
You know, Prime 3 was pretty good. You kept a lot of your abilities coming off of Prime 2 because nothing happened.
It's also kind of cool they brought back ice missiles.
Yeah, they brought back ice missiles from Fusion, which is already a really cool inclusion, even though they're pretty much worthless.
Was it the diffusion beam that let you like freeze everything?
For what?
Fusion.
No, there was. I think there's diffusion beam in other M, and that's what makes your charge shot scatter.
Yeah.
There wasn't. There are diffusion missiles and fusion, which is kind of like an upgrade to ice missile, and that made like the ice ability scatter by doing like a charge missile shot. And yeah, we were talking about how odd it is that even though Ridley's Ridley rather is in space and there's no air or anything, he's still flapping his wings.
Flapping his wings.
But I guess it's because he pushed off the frigate Orpheon, or he has fucking turbo boosters and crap. Yeah, so pretty much Metroid Prime is just tracking down Meta Ridley. Although that's a good reason to do something for Samus.
Okay, now we're crash landing into the Talon overworld on Talon 4.
This is a really cool opening sequence for a game, in my opinion. Having it be all like serene and peaceful.
I think the music kind of reflected that, because it sounds somewhat like that, even though music for the Talon overworld is a remix of the original Brinstar theme from original Metroid.
Yeah, funny that you say that because a little bit of the Green Brinstar theme from Super was reused as the second song used in Talon Overworld.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And actually, you pointed that out to me. I had no idea.
Yeah,
it's so obscure.
Yeah, because it doesn't really sound like it, and actually the part's almost over, so we're gonna have to stop.